Raise your hand if you've got your Patty license. Well, then come on in. It's time to watch boxing at the Atlantis. And next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson. Alexander Usyk, the former undisputed cruiserweight champion and heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out of Ukraine. The Rock, Rocky Marciano, 201 pounds of pure terror. This man is an absolute machine.
It'll be ding-ding from birth, brother, off.
The fighters are in the ring. It's time for the official introductions. Here's the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist from Ukraine, an undisputed cruiserweight world champion, and a unified heavyweight champion of the world, Alexander Usyk. Fighting out of the blue corner, here is a Hall of Fame legend from Brockton, Massachusetts.
What a pleasure to be in this. Marciano with one of the best right hands in boxing history. If he catches you flush, it's good night. So much firepower here. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Left hand was picture perfect. There's not a seat to be had in this arena, Johnny. It's got that big fight feel, doesn't it?
You just see the nerves on the fight stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And then look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they...
Whoa, did you see that? Oh, do you believe this? Rocky Marciano is down! Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
That's lights out, right?
The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Nice counter shot. Nice counter shot. Nice defense there to stop the right hook. Punch, counter punch. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Well, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
Can make or break a fighter.
Come on. We've let him back into this. You're better than this.
On to the second round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Looking to land the hook. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Not a lot of defense here at all. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter. drop their guard, they get caught. He's dominating him, and he's going to let him know all about it. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. So much for being a good sport here. They're going to taunt. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round.
Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Let's get out there, get your boxing back together. Just take some...
Just sticking a few body shots in there a little bit. Just vary it up a little bit so we can't...
You're starting to make mistakes, and you're switching off. I need you to switch back on. Get focused, get your mind back on the draw, get back out there and win the round.
On to the third. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Usyk! Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Counter shot lands. A lot of effort being exerted here. Whoa, wait a minute. Rocky Marciano in trouble. Do you believe this? Right back into the fray.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
I'm happy. Good man.
Just go out there, you win this next round.
Here we go to the fourth round. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's a counter shot. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Oh, hold on a second, Johnny. Are we about to witness history? The great Rocky Marciano in serious trouble. We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Good counter punch. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Perfect counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for. Time for the 5th round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Incredible work rate. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
You have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed. It's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges, judges going to have a tough job.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Beautiful counter punch. Catch and shoot. Beautiful counter shot. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
I need to see.
So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
You've been put down. You've got to think right. Survive and then get.
Now it's a tougher fight, and he's gonna be...
Let's start the 6th. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Just missed with that hook. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Well done with that counter shot. Good counter punching. He blocks that counter. They exchange punches. There's a scoring blow. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Misses with the straight left. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one.
Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
You cannot gas out if you prepared right, slept right.
Here we go. It's round 7. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Jab slightly off target. One punch could change everything in this battle. How about that time counter shot? That jab misses. He threw a punch and just got countered. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
That counter punch caught him clean. Tried to score with a jab. He scores with the counter. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. Is he going to punch himself out, though? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
This is when you talk about championship material.
Wait, I love that. I love that. That jab's slick. The jab's good.
Let's get out there, get your boxing back together. Just take the round off.
Lick work. Stay focused. Don't let back into the fight. Great round.
Don't worry about that round. Don't worry about it. Hey, let's go out there and let's reset.
And we enter the 8th round. How much is left in their tank after last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
A perfect counter lands. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Failing to score with that right hook. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he close you down.
It's Rocky Marciano who hits it. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. The judges have spoken.